Listen close because I'm about to tell you a story that'll grab you right from the start and won't let go. It's not some cozy little tale. It's the kind of mystery that sinks into your bones, makes your ears strain for every sound, and leaves you wondering what's real. Picture this. It's the summer of '98. The air's warm and buzzing with cicadas, and I'm 10 years old, running wild with my friends like the neighborhood's ours. Back then, kids didn't stay inside glued to screens. We were out there from dawn to dusk playing games that'd get us in deep trouble if anyone caught us. But one night changed everything, and by the time I'm done, you'll be itching to know what really happened. It's July and our street's alive with the usual chaos. There's me, my friend Tommy with his chipped tooth and fearless grin, Lisa with her quick wit and sharp eyes, and little Mikey always tagging along despite his asthma slowing him down. We're deep into shadow tag, our favorite game. The rules are simple. Streetlights cast your shadow, you dodge everyone else's, and if someone tags yours, you're out. It's silly, it's fun, and it's ours. But that night, something feels strange. The air's thick, heavier than usual, and Tommy notices it first. "Where's Mr. Carver?" he asks, glancing down the block. Mr. Carver's the old guy who's always on his porch, rocking in that squeaky chair, sipping from a brown bottle. Rain or shine, he's a fixture. But tonight, the porch is empty, chairs still, bottles missing. We brush it off, kids don't dwell on stuff like that mid-game. But then Lisa stops, her shadow stretching long under the light. "Do you hear that?" she whispers. We freeze. Nothing, not the cicadas, not the breeze, just pure, empty silence. Mikey coughs. Maybe it's a power thing. But the streetlights are on, humming like always. Tommy laughs it off. "You're all imagining things. Let's keep going." So we do. But every step I take, I feel it. A prickling on my neck like someone's watching. Not a neighbor, not a friend. Something else. You know that feeling when you're alone and the room feels too big? That's it. An hour later, we're sweaty and laughing, chasing shadows until Mikey screams. Not his usual whiny yelp. This is raw, like something ripped the air out of him. We run over, and he's pointing at the alley behind Mrs. Jenkins' house. "It moved!" he stammers. "The shadow, it moved!" Lisa sighs. "Mikey, shadows don't move unless you do." But he's not moving. His shadow's right under him, clear as day. So what did he see? Tommy, always the bold one, strides toward the alley. "Let's check it out," he says, like it's some grand adventure. I don't want to, but you don't back down in front of your friends, so we follow. The alley's narrow, trash cans, old bikes, that sour summer smell. Tommy's ahead, kicking stones when he stops. "What's that?" he mutters. We peek past him, and there it is, a shadow on the wall. Not ours. Ours are behind us from the streetlight. This one's tall, jagged like someone in a hood, but there's no one casting it. Just the shape, dark and still, rippling faintly. Lisa grabs my arm. "That's not normal," she whispers. Mikey's wheezing hard now on the edge of a meltdown. Tommy steps closer. "It's a trick, watch." He waves his arms, trying to shift it. Nothing. The shadow stays, heavy, like it's sizing us up. Then it blinks. I swear, it flickers, like it vanishes and snaps back. We run, screaming, stumbling. We don't stop until we're in my front yard, gasping for air. "What was that?" Lisa yells. Mikey's a mess, tears streaming. Tommy's pacing, muttering, "No way, no way!" I glance back at the alley, heart pounding, because I know what I saw, and I know it saw us too. "That's your hook? Locked in yet?" "Good, because the middle's where it twists tighter." Next morning, we're outside again. Kids bounce back fast. The sun's up, the street's normal, but Mr. Carver's still gone. Porch empty, chair still. Mrs. Jenkins, the busybody with the yappy terrier, stops us while we're tossing a ball. "Have you seen Mr. Carver?" she asks, clutching her sweater. "He missed bingo last night. That's not like him." We shake our heads, but my stomach's churning. That shadow, that blink, I don't say it, Tommy teased me, but it's there, nagging. That evening, we're back at Shadow Tag because we're stubborn and the street's alive again until that silence hits. No cicadas, no wind. Lisa's mid-tag when she points at Carver's house. Look, she says, his porch lights flickering, slow, deliberate, like a signal. On, off, on, off. Tommy grins. Bet it's him messing with us. We creep up, peering through his grimy windows. It's dark inside, but there's something. A shape, tall, jagged, gliding across the room. My skin crawls. That's not Mr. Carver, I whisper. He's stooped, slow. This thing moves like liquid. Mikey tugs my sleeve. Let's go, please. But Tommy's already knocking. Mr. Carver, you in there? Silence. Then, thud, something drops inside. We freeze. Thud, thud, not footsteps. Too uneven, too wrong. Lisa bolts, Mikey's right behind, and I drag Tommy because he's still staring. We don't stop until we're home, my mom shouting, "What's all this noise?" We don't tell her. How could we? Next day, police arrive. Mrs. Jenkins called. Carver's still missing, and his back door's smashed in. They ask us, see anything odd? We mumble, no, just playing. They leave, but the neighborhood's buzzing. He took off. He's hurt. He owed someone. None of it adds up. That night, I'm grounded. Mom says the street feels strange, but I peek out my window. Carver's lights still flickering, on, off, and then I see it. That shadow, stretched across his yard. No body, just there. Here's the payoff, the part that'll stick with you. A week's passed. Carver's gone. Cops quit looking, the street's too quiet. We're banned from Shadow Tag, but Tommy begs, one more game. We need answers. Lisa's done, but Mikey and I give in. Midnight, we sneak out, streetlights humming, air thick. We're in Carver's yard, playing, laughing until that silence falls. Cold, empty. I whisper, guys. They turn. The shadows on the porch, taller, darker, moving. Mikey whimpers. Tommy steps up. Who are you? He shouts. The shadow tilts, like it hears, and blinks. It's closer now, 10 feet away, rippling. My legs won't move. Mikey's gasping. Tommy yells again. Show yourself! Blink. 5 feet. I grab them. Run! We sprint, but I hear it. Thud, thud, thud. Chasing. Uneven. We crash inside my house, lock the door. Mom yelling, what's wrong? I can't answer because I see it through the window. The shadow at my door. Blink. Morning comes. It's gone. No thudding. Carver's house is still. Light off. A month later, they find him, skeleton in the woods, miles away, like he'd been dead for years. But we saw him that week. Life moves on, but not for us. Tommy says it was a prank. Mikey thinks it's a ghost. Me, I don't know. Every summer night, when the air hums and the lights glow, I check my shadow. Sometimes, just sometimes, it blinks. So here's the takeaway. Cherish the wild moments because one night the silence might fall and something might be watching. Sleep tight, or maybe check your shadow first.